Here in the studio, along with Steph Sweeney of Copper Mountain. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you doing?
Good morning. Doing well.
Hey, always glad to have you in here on. It must be Friday morning.
It
so
is.
We're talking Copper
Friday.
events. How is the snow over at Copper? My goodness.
Snow is great.
Yeah.
35 inches in 7 days.
Is that what it was? 35 inches.
35. So
Holy cow.
it's just conditions are incredible right now. So it's a good time to get out there.
Now I'm sure you've gone out there to do a little quality control.
Of
right?
course.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. What's some good areas right now? Maybe a little insider
Yep.
look. Yeah.
Around Sierra Lift is always very good. So you can, if you're lucky, you may be able to get some fresh tracks still.
And Sierra Lift is best accessed just by taking American Flyer from
Yep.
Center Village.
So American Flyer
Go
and
skiers
down.
ride a little bit, and you'll see it
Yep,
right there. Yeah.
exactly.
So there you go, a little tip for you if you're
You're
heading
on the
over
mountain.
to Copper Mountain today. Now you guys have a big weekend scheduled
do.
as well.
We
So
do.
tomorrow, tell me about what's happening.
So tomorrow kicks off our Martin Luther King Jr. celebration weekend.
Right.
So we have Safety Fest and Winter Bike this weekend.
Okay.
So Safety Fest, it kicks off tomorrow, and that runs through Monday. And that is avalanche dog demonstrations. Flight for Life is coming tomorrow.
Cool.
And there will be all sorts of vendors set up in the village, so you can learn about copper safety initiatives, backcountry safety, all sorts of anything with skiing and riding.
Yeah,
safety.
and I've seen those Avi dog demonstrations. They are pretty neat to see, and those dogs at work too, and,
Yes.
and how their relationship works with
Yes.
their person.
Yes,
a
it's
lot
incredible.
of the ski patrollers actually own those dogs.
Yes.
That's their pet.
Yep, so they own the pet, and
So
then
they-
sometimes they are the handler, but then there's also patrollers who
Okay.
are separate, and they're
see.
not necessarily the owner, but they're the handler.
Sure. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. But yeah, again, it's really neat to see them both at work and doing their thing out there and
Yes.
seeing those demonstrations. So Safety Fest going on all weekend long, and some of those demonstrations happening down in Center Village as well. There's going to be
Center and
technically, I
West.
remember Center and West. Okay.
Yes, so there's going to be
couple of spots.
Center is going to be at 11 a.m. and then West Village is at 12:30.
Cool.
So it'll be the same demonstration. You
Yeah.
can volunteer and get buried.
Well, and
we
Copper
can find
has
you.
received a number of recognitions or awards for this initiative.
Yes, yeah, we have. So NSAA, the National Ski Areas Association, which is a national organization, has recognized us the last few years for our safety campaign.
Very
So
nice.
we're very proud of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, as you should. Now, you mentioned bike race happening.
Yes.
Now, we went to the very first one,
Okay.
and that was a blast.
It's so
and I'm
fun.
sure it's only gotten better, though, in the last couple of years.
Yes.
This is, what, the third year going on, or the
This
fourth
is the
year?
third.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
so the third.
Been going on for a few years now, but it is starting to get a little bit more recognition as well, and it's going to be a party and a couple of new things for this year, too.
Yes, so this year is going to be the biggest year that we've had so far. So this year we're going to have a kind of a vendor village set up right in Burning Stones.
Okay.
Or not in Burning Stones, just down near Flyer Lift.
Right, okay. Still
Well,
Center
Safety
Village,
Fest
though.
in Center Village, yeah. So everything's going to be going on in Center Village. But you can rent or demo fat bikes. And then you can do, the kids under age of 11 can do Little Bike, which is a little race right around
Okay.
West Lake.
That'll be neat to see.
Yes, and then you can actually, if you don't have a fat bike and you want to race, you can rent one.
I was going to
So,
say, when you said you can check out those demos,
Yes.
if you still want to participate in the race, but you don't have those big fat tire
Yep.
bikes, you could get one and still participate.
You can. Yes, you can rent one for the race.
What does it take to participate? Is there a registration fee that
Yes.
goes into it? Okay.
Yep. Registration is $20,
Okay.
but the
Not bad.
no, and all the registration goes to Cloud City Wheelers,
Great.
which is a nonprofit organization out of Leadville that help build trails and are all bike oriented. So
Great.
all of that money goes
Yeah.
straight to them.
So if you're a bike enthusiast,
Yeah.
this is a race for you. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure, though, you guys have had to put a little extra work this year because I think the last couple of seasons there wasn't as much snow
Yes.
at all as what we have now. So I'm sure a little bit of extra preparation has had
Yes.
to take place.
But it'll make it a lot more fun
It'll
because
make it a little
those
more
fat tires are
interesting
meant
too,
for
I'm
the
sure.
snow.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should have the fat tires. I've seen some of those like regular mountain bikes out there, and they just kind of struggle a little bit
Yep.
get that traction. So
Yeah. Fat bikes are the way to go.
Yeah. And that's happening tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening, yep, 6 o'clock. So registration starts at 4, but then the race actually starts at 6. Little bike starts at 5.
Great. So a big
yeah.
weekend planned for Copper, so worth getting over there, enjoying the snow. And then also there's an event going on at Copper. Just wanted to mention that, give it a little
Little love.
too, and the fact that it made also if you see some commotion going around for people training, that's what's going on. So tell me about what's
It's called the IPC World Cup. It's a racing event. It's for basically the disabled skiers. and it is qualification towards Paralympics in Sochi.
Great.
So it's a big deal for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
So there's going
It'll
to
be
be
neat to see too.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can go the bottom half of Rosie's. That's where that's going to be taking place in Vainglory, because we're going to have both border cross and then slalom and GS races.
Nice.
So that will be taking place, and you can go hang out at the bottom of Rosie's, watch it happen.
Always
or
love a
over
good
at
race.
Vainglory. Yeah. So
Cool.
it's good.
That'll be worth seeing. All right. Well, thanks, Steph, for coming in here, and I'm going to let you get back to it because I know there's a lot of snow calling for you.
Yep,
All
it
right,
always
all
is.
right. Always is. All right. And again, well, for any of this information too, real quick plug on your website.
CopperColorado.com.
It's that simple. All right, Steph, good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning. We're going to take another break and be back with more. You're watching Summit Sunrise on this Friday morning here on TV at Summit. We'll be right back after this.